to see you. I want everybody to please remind Braden that this time he should have his phone put away. And also no AirPods or earbuds. Somebody needs to remind my good friend Kayla in the front, just saying. Hudson, look at me. It's going to be a great day, right? All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to start our week-long research paper that we do every year. This is when we do it because we have about a week before spring break, and so this is the best time to do it. Can everybody please get this paper out? I would greatly appreciate it. I want to let you know that the Earth and Space Science Canvas is up and running. If you want an electronic version of this, I'm frozen, just a second, let me unfreeze. Okay, so if you want an electronic version of this, you can have it on our website. It's right here, you click on it and it will open up for you. You just make a copy of it if you would like to take notes electronically. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Hopefully it's right here. It is. And then we're going to look at what it is that you are doing. Your objective. You're going to conduct research on a specific natural or man-made event. You get to choose from here. So the first thing you're going to do is choose what topic you want to go ahead and write about. You're going to understand the concept of a system as it applies to Earth. You're going to identify 3 out of the 4 spheres. What are the 4 spheres we've talked about? Give me one, just popcorn it. Hydro, bio, geo, atmosphere. So you're going to talk about 3 of those 4. You're going to identify and analyze how this, let's say, pine beetle infestation interacts and or changes all of those spheres. Okay, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be required to take notes on a provided worksheet, and you're going to hand that in. So let's go ahead and look at what it is you are doing. Now, I want to apologize because some of your dates are not correct. I put the wrong dates in there. Basically, all we need to worry about is today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're going to bring a printed copy of your rough draft for somebody in class to review that. And then by Friday, that paper is going to be turned in by you. Does that sound good? It's going to be easy. We're going to go paragraph by paragraph. How many of you get freaked out when you're writing? You're sitting right next to Sam. Sam, raise your hand. How many of you get freaked out by writing papers? It's going to be the easiest paper you've ever written because I have just structured it so much that it's going to be great. Trust me. So let's go ahead and look at the next page, please. Everybody flip the page. This is a paper checklist. This is what you need to have in each paragraph, okay? So when we look at this, and we are looking paragraph by paragraph, it says paragraph 1 should have an introductory sentence. That's easy. 2 to 3 sentences explaining the event. If you need more of that, that's fine. Here's what I don't want. Please don't give me a 15-page paper. Please, I'm asking you. 2 to 3 sentences explaining the event. For example, if you're doing pine beetle infestation, the pine beetle infestation is, explain what it is. And then, the next part, what caused the pine beetle infestation? The pine beetle infestation was caused by, right? 3 sentences about that if you want. Done! That's the first paragraph. Kendall, how's that feel?
Great.
Pretty good, right? Acid rain. This is what acid rain is. This is what causes acid rain. Done. And then you move to the second paragraph. This is like a transition sentence, right? One of the spheres that is affected by acid rain is, and then let's say, I don't know, the biosphere. So then you're going to explain what the biosphere is, and then you're going to explain 3 sentences of how the event affects the biosphere. That's what you're doing. Then a transition to the next one, right? Okay, this is another sphere that's affected by acid rain. Boom! This is what it is, and this is how acid rain affects that sphere. How's that feel? Super easy. Here's what I don't want from you, though, when we're taking notes. So everybody turn the page, please, and let's look at our notes. Here's our note sheet right here. I don't want you, please, to say, well, I know what biosphere is, so I'm just going to write that down. If you think you know what the biosphere is, you better find a citation that backs up what it is that you think you know. Don't just give the information out of your head, because I'm going to be looking at your citations, and I'm going to be saying, how do you know? Where's your proof? Okay? So please cite everything. What's a good site that you can use for citations? Come on, you've never written papers before? Yep. Britannica? No, I'm not saying the source. How do you cite Britannica? What? Cite? What'd you say? Did you say? Oh, cite machine. I thought you said the B word. I was like, whoa. So there's cite this for me. That's a good Google Chrome extension. There's also MyBib or EasyBib. You can use that. I don't care. Let's try to use APA format, please. APA 6 would be preferable. APA 7 is fine. So let's go ahead and do an example. Let's say I want to go ahead and my event is going to be acid rain. Some of us really struggle with writing notes in your own words. So let's imagine that I want to go ahead, I want to close this. Let's imagine that I want to go ahead and use this website. I like it. I know it's a good website. It's a government website. It says EPA, environmentalprotectionagency.gov. I know it's a good one, and I want to go ahead and use this for acid rain. All right, so I want to know what causes acid rain. Here it says acid rain results when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are emitted into the atmosphere and transported by winds and currents. The best way you can take notes on that, Braden, so that it doesn't end up in your own words, is write the sentence backwards. Give yourself some notes by taking that information and reversing it so that you put it in your note sheet. You could say things like acid rain can be carried, transported, another word is carried. Acid rain can be carried by wind and rain currents, or you could say wind and air currents carry acid rain. Notice how I just reversed it, and now it's my own stuff, okay? So use that, write that down in a note, and that's just one little bullet point, right? We're just doing little bullet points. Carried by wind / what's the other thing? Air. Okay? And then when you're typing this up, you've got these little bullet points that you can then go ahead and talk about. So I know that it is sulfur dioxide, so I can say sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxide. So you're just going to go ahead and give yourself little bullet points. You got me? Today, oh, and then if you want to cite this, I've got a Google Chrome extension that is cite this for me. All I have to do is hit this. I pick APA, and it will do this. I go ahead and copy that, and then I want everybody to start a Google Doc, and then you're just going to start putting your citations in there. Everybody turn the page, please, on your sheet. So we've got, this is all of your, right, and I'm telling you what you need in all of these. And then go to this one right here, where it says Sheldon Cooper at the top. Sheldon Cooper, does anybody know who Sheldon Cooper is? Big Bang Theory, he's off that TV show. And so what I did was I went ahead and called Sheldon Cooper and was like, hey Sheldon, could you please do this for us using chlorofluorocarbons and, give us an example. So Sheldon was like, yeah, sure, no problem. He went ahead and took notes, right, on this. And so this is an example of Sheldon Cooper's notes. Turn the page for each one of the paragraphs. Yikes. And then here is an example of the paper that Sheldon Cooper wrote based on those notes. Based on CFCs or chlorofluorocarbons. Now, turn the page. This is an example bibliography that Sheldon created off of his paper. So I've given you examples that you can refer to if you want, okay? So that you've got something to look at for creating your own paper. Today, we are going to make sure that we have picked a topic and you are at least going to get through notes for paragraph 1 and 2. At least, because we're going to do research today, research tomorrow, start writing on Wednesday, Thursday, your rough draft is due. So I would recommend, don't get lost down rabbit holes, right? Just think to yourself, if you pick a topic, pine beetle deforestation, what is it? What caused it? And then what may, out of that, think to yourself, you've got 4 spheres. Let's write those down so that we remember. Could you turn it this way, sweetie? We've got atmosphere. Can someone please tell me what's the atmosphere? Okay, so we've got gases in the air. All right, what's another one? Hydrosphere. Tell me what that is. Right, that's the water on the planet. Water on planet. Okay, somebody give me another one.
Bio.
Okay, biosphere. What's that one?
Life.
Right, life on the planet. That's weird, Mrs. McGrain. Life. And then we've got our last one that I heard someone say, which is geosphere. And what's geosphere? This is our rocks, right? So you've got rocks, you've got, which are part of like mountains, sand, gravel, all of the stuff that is like rocks. And so as you are looking at the pine beetle infestation and you find out how it's affecting things, pick one of these as, you know, your second paragraph. The main sphere that the pine beetle infestation is affecting is the, whatever, geosphere, right? The geosphere is, look up information, don't just say, well, I already knew it, back it up with a cited source, and then this is how it affects the geosphere. Sound good? You're going to be working on that. Get your Chromebooks out, please, and thank you. You will be handing in this packet at the end, so please make sure that your notes are filled out.
You want me to stop it?
Absolutely, 100%.
You want me to stop it?
Yes, please.